Hello everybody. Bernie here from Stampin' Up. Welcome back to my craft room this Tuesday evening. I've got Rich here, sidekick as always,
Hello.
Wingman.
Hello.
So very cool to have everyone here, and welcome if you're watching on the replay. Always lovely to have you with me on the replay as well. So Mum's comments, Lynette says it's very hot in Pretoria, 35 degrees with snow expected in the Cape today.
That'll
That is
35
centigrade.
Not Fahrenheit.
No, not Fahrenheit. That is insanely hot. Insanely hot. Well, we had a really cold day yesterday. It was like winter yesterday here. And today wasn't, it was warmer, but it started off rather cold.
Chilly this morning.
Yeah, so welcome. Say hi if you are joining us. Always nice to know who is in the house. Just a couple of things, just a little bit of housekeeping before I move our camera onto the desk. So today is Guy Fawkes Day, Guy Fawkes Night. We may or may not have our neighbours letting off crackers while we live. So if that happens, I can't do anything about that, but we've had some loud crackers the last few nights, so hopefully they'll wait until we are off. And then the other thing is, if you are a Stampin' Up follower, then Stampin' Up launched their online exclusives today, including the color wheel. So if you've been hanging out for the color wheel, that is available online. So if you don't have a demonstrator that you shop with in New Zealand, you feel free to shop with me. Stampinit.com. What's that? /shop. That's my link. All right, I've got a fun card for you tonight. We're still sticking with Christmas. I just figured if I make a Christmas card every week, with the one I've had to make to show you and the one I make with you, then I'll build my stash up and I don't have to make too many extras. So, oh, did that camera just flick over? Oh my gosh. Okay, just hold on, everybody. Why did that do that? All right, just hold on. Let's just quickly get this. Oh, now it's shut off completely. Hold on. Ah, man, this is like every cancel. All right. Hi, Maureen. I can actually see you on my phone.
Ours is 31, not far behind 35 in Pretoria.
Settings, camera. Sorry, guys. I don't know why it has done this. I always set everything up right.
Technology is great, except when it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? I don't know why it was doing that. All right, how are we doing? Can you see me?
Better. Yep.
Okay, let me just make sure you're back in the camera. Aussie, 31 degrees today in Aussie, 35 in South Africa. My voice is scratchy. Oh, does that sound better? Does that sound better? Let me know, because my camera is right next to me, so let me know if that's...
Fun fact, not Stampin' Up fun fact.
Yeah.
There was a horse race in Australia today, the famous race that stops a nation on
Melbourne Cup.
And it was an outsider horse that won the race.
Wow.
Total outsider.
Oh, then, oh. So whoever put their money on that horse, he made a lot of money. Wow.
150 to 1.
Wow. All right. Mum, is my voice better? No. Shall we swap? Is Rich's voice better? Maybe we'll swap mics. Let's just swap mics and see if that helps. Or maybe it's scratching on my... Is that better? Tell me if that's better. Because I've now got it Rich's one. Okay, I'm going to start. So we are going to be making this fun card. There's a bit of a white ink technique in here. And with this card, you can create it with any color scheme. You can use anything here as your focal point. You don't have to use what I have. Please use what's in your stash. Much better. Okay, well, it must be my mic then. Maybe it needs to be charged. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to play with this fun technique and create just something different. So I'm using a white card base for that. And I've got a piece of basic white as my mat for that. You're also going to need, if you're going to follow it, you're going to need some gold foil, a piece of basic white scrap, and some adhesive sheets if you want to do the finicky little die cuts. Then to make the circles, what I did was I created a mask. So I just cut a 3 by 3 inch piece of cardstock. You can use scrap. I folded it in half and I took 2 different, hang on, that's the wrong punch. Let's just swap. Folded it in half. When I say folded it, it sounds like I'm stuttering. I took 2 different punches, different size punches, and all I did was go halfway in the punch, so halfway, let the punch go halfway with the cardstock, punch your hole through, and then you open it and you've got a mask. So I have 2 different sizes, and the reason I had it in a slightly bigger is so that I can blend without getting shadows on or ink onto my cardstock. So the colors I've gone with are Coastal Cabana, Summer Splash, and Lost Lagoon for tonight. But again, just use whatever you have. If you want to go with greens, I thought this would just be a fun one to do, just because of the fact that we live at the ocean. And I thought, I'm actually going to make it a little bit softer tonight. I want to see how that contrasts. Excuse me. So I'm just going to blend my circles in. I'm starting, what did I say this was? Coastal Cabana. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just creating some circles all over the place. So that size. And then I'm going to do some big ones. So what is news with everybody? Has anybody got some exciting news or some good books that they've been reading that they could recommend when I'm finished this book? I'd love to hear. Always keen for some recommendations. All right, so I might just leave that green, and I'm going to come in with my next one. The legs untied. What legs untied, Mom?
The horses.
The horses' legs untied.
Well, they can all run as fast as each other.
What? I don't understand.
The horse races.
I don't understand. What does that mean? Sorry,
all the horses have an equal chance of running as fast as each other.
Oh, I see.
Because their legs are not tied.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm using Summer Splash for this, in case you're wondering.
Is how I'm interpreting it.
Okay. So I spent the morning with our youngest grandson today.
Well, he spent the morning with you.
Yes, he did. Technically, he spent the morning with me. And the 2 of us went gardening. I had a patch of weeding I needed to do. And so he helped me by picking up the leaves and doing all sort of his version of the gardening. It was very cute. And my daughter-in-law sent me a photo of him after she'd picked him up for his sleep, and he hardly made it home before he crashed. He was shattered. I was shattered too when he left. I thought, I might need a sleep. But I didn't go for a sleep. All right, so I'm just putting some Lost Lagoon in here and there, and it is actually still brighter than I thought I wanted it to be. All right. The outsider one. All right. Yes, the outside apparently won. Who won the race, the Formula One yesterday, love? We watched that, but I can't remember now. Who won that?
My friend.
Oh, Verstappen. That's right.
No, but he's my friend.
Yes, we still need to watch that, eh?
Max
won
in the
that.
rain.
Okay, I think I probably need to fill that one, and I need to decide whether I want to put a bright color in there or yeah, I might do that. I might put some splash in there. So if you're going to do this, you can overlap your circles. It actually looks really pretty when you do that. Okay. Cool. I'm going to leave that now. So there we've got our circles. And now I'm going to still come back with my masks, but only now I'm going to be using my Whisper White Craft ink. And, oh, I'm just thinking up that hopefully it's got enough ink in it because you use quite a bit. And you're just going to, I like to use a dauber. You're just going to come over where some of your areas, and I actually learned this technique with Ruth from Artful Stamping, one of her white ink classes. Really cool technique. And I'm not doing the whole circle. Rich will be able to tell you because he can see it here. I'm just doing on the side, and hopefully you can you see over there? There's like a shadow. Yeah. And then I'm going to do it on a few of the...
This looks like the moon going into an eclipse.
It does a little, hey?
It's very striking.
It does.
Very beautiful.
And I might do that one, and then I'll call it quits on that, and we can get... All right, so I'm going to set that to the side. And then we can get that. So this is pigment ink. Won't you pass me that cloth, please, love? This is pigment ink, so you do need to just work very, very carefully with it because it will... I should actually have sprayed that. No, it's all good. It will come off on your fingers until probably 24 hours later, so you just need to work carefully with that. All right, so I'm going to put some adhesive strip behind that piece of foil. You can see my nice differentiation. That's good. Is that going to be enough? Probably. Oh, maybe I should have done a bigger strip. Let's do a bigger strip. Or maybe not. Maybe we can go... I'll go 2. You can see I don't really make an exact science of this. So with the adhesive sheets, they've got 2 sides to them. They've got a sticky side, or 2 sticky sides, in fact. And what happens is you want the sticky side to go on the back of where your piece of paper or your cardstock. And then when we die cut it, I just want to get my scissors that are not glue scissors. Sorry, that are glue scissors, that are not paper scissors, I mean. You'll see that I'll be able to peel it away. So I do this for my intricate cuts. It just makes life so much easier rather than fiddling around with glue. And then let's see, can I fit that one in? Yeah, I think that'll fit. Okay. So we finished our series, hey? Our surgical series.
Surgery TV on YouTube.
Now what are we watching? Oh, we watched a documentary on Martha Stewart. That was interesting.
The iconic homeware, cookware, cook lady,
homemaker,
decorator.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
She was multi-talented, that's for sure.
I didn't know that she went to jail for how many months? 6 months, eh?
Yeah, 5 months.
5 months. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the die that's inside this tree from Decorative Trees, and I'm just going to die cut 3 of these on my foil. As always, I just do it off to the side because it shakes my camera and then it loses the plot. So I'm just die cutting that off here quickly. Oops. Turning on the heater at the same time. That was not intended. Okay, so there's number 1. Okay, I just need to make sure that's bent a bit. So there's our first one. Now I'm just going to cut the second one. Did a big rearranging of my craft room 2 weekends, or last weekend. Not this one that we've just had, the one before, our long weekend. I'm still getting used to where I put things. Now I just want to show you what I'm going to be doing with this second one to make it shorter. I am actually going to cut it over there, but I am just going to do that with my scissor. And then the third one, okay. Fantastic. Right, so I have my 3 trees. And now I can bring back my background. And I'm just going to use my take your pick tool. I'm just going to release the paper on that.
That is so small and delicate.
It is very small, and I'm actually struggling with it being away from my eyes. I'm just going to quickly take it away and bring it closer to my eyes. Gosh, even with the strip of paper on it. These glasses are designed. There's a piece there. Let's see if that'll make it come loose. Right, let's use it. There we go. You just have to find one piece. That's why I use the adhesive sheets, because can you imagine trying to glue this with glue? It's just too fiddly. Although you do have to be careful that you don't tear it. And I'm just wondering if I got it all off. That's it. One last piece. Brilliant. Okay, let's just get rid of the backing paper. So I'm just very carefully going to place this, where have I put that, sort of over here. All right, am I in the camera? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's tree number 1. Now, of course, you could put some vellum in the back if you want to. I'm going to cut this tree a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to bring it down, and I actually matched up these little curly bits to make it look matchy-matchy. And I'm just going to snip these end bits off of the branches. Okay. Lifting that gently. All right, and that's great because it's actually given me, has it given me, let's have a look. Yeah, it is quite finicky, eh? Even with having a bit of a nail, I still struggle. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to lift that up. And lift that up. Brilliant. So this one's going to come next. Nice and straight. And then this last one, I'm going to follow the same pattern and have the 2 go on twirly-whirly on top of each other. And to do that, I'm just giving it a nice clean break at the bottom. So you do sacrifice a few of those branches, but it's just what it is. It's paper. Doesn't matter. All right. So like I've said, if you haven't got these exact dies or these exact colors, you can still just use whatever you have in your stash. So I'm just going to get rid of all my pieces now. And what I wanted to do was just create a little bit of a frame around the edge. So I've taken, what did I use? Summer Splash, my Stampin' Up right marker, and I'm just going along it with the broad tip along the edge, just to give it a bit of a nice edge. Okay. It just seems to frame it nicely. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a bit of washi tape and pop it over the edge here ever so slightly and just give it a tear. So that's just what I had in my stash. I'm going to just put this onto the back. That's where I was doing my reel. Always have to use some of the paper. So it's not coming out, so let's just squeeze this. I'm so frustrated with myself. I left this open for a number of days a few weeks ago, and ever since then it's made it that it now gets an airlock in it, which is the whole purpose for me buying this glue press, so that it didn't do that, but that was my fault. Okay, so I'm just putting this on my card base, and then I'm going to stamp my Christmas sentiment. Just be careful with that craft white. It is going to still be damp. Okay, I'm looking for my white. Okay, so there's my white and my matte. Everybody's very quiet tonight. No chatting.
I think they're mesmerised.
It's no chatting.
I think they're mesmerised.
I think they're mesmerised. Maybe they just tired.
Chilling,
flobbing. All right, so I'm taking some Versamark. I'm using my sentiment, may your days be merry, from the Decorative Trees stamp set. And I'm just going to use my gold embossing powder. Just pick
here
that.
comes the magic.
It is. It's literally where the magic happens, eh? Okay, so I usually like to spoon my embossing powder over. I like to keep it in a container and spoon it over at least twice, sometimes 3 times. I keep it in a sealed container so that it doesn't get air in it. And your embossing powders do go off. They don't stay fresh forever, but it certainly helps just keep them from going off a little bit longer. Okay, I'm just dusting off where there's been a little bit of powder, and now I'm going to set it with my heat tool. All right, so let's just turn this on.
Mum says they're concentrating.
All right. I just want to, I just want to unjam my, there we go, that's better. I jammed my wheel and my cord. Nice. Love
Magical how it goes gold.
It does, eh? Look at that. There we go. So, may your days be merry. Now, I'm just going to trim it, get it nice and straight. Do just go carefully after you've heat embossed, just for a few, like a minute or so afterwards, because you can smear it. I'm just making sure that's nice and straight. Just using my paper trimmer to get a nice straight edge here. Because the lines are, we've got a lot of pattern. We've got circles. So I do just want to make sure that this rectangle that I'm creating is going to be nice and straight. Better than if I fussy cut it. Okay. Cool. All right, we're almost there. Let's get rid of those scraps. Just keep my surface nice and neat. So we've got our Christmas trees on. We've got the washi tape. We put the background. That one is annoying me. Go. Right, now I'm going to put this up on embellishments, on dimensionals. So I'm just going to use my little mini dimensionals. Very cool. Different, we've got the standard size ones, and then we've got the minis, which are really helpful when you're doing little skinny projects like this. Okay. So that's going to come, where did I have that one? Oh, I had that one off. I like that actually. Had that one off. Now in this one, I used some, in my sample, I used some retired stars from last year. But for this one with you, I'm going to use my metallic effects, and I'm going to create a little, oops, you need to go down, a little metallic circle. So it's going to take maybe half an hour, but I just thought it would be fun to have something different. So we've got that one. So I tried to make it a little bit softer. Did I come right with that or no? No, probably much the same, eh? Yep. So there we go. Another Christmas card done. I think by the time I'm finished, I will have my stash all made, and each one is going to get different Christmas cards. Fantastic. There we go, everybody. So that's what we did. That was a nice quick one tonight. So just remember, use what you've got. Create your mask if you don't have a mask. Make your own. And it does add a little bit of interest in the for the background if you add a little bit of white craft ink to it. But again, if you don't have, you can put a little bit of diluted paint. You could even do some paint splatter. So yeah, just have some fun and be creative and enjoy yourselves. Thanks, Mom. Thank you very much. If you are watching this, please give my video a thumbs up. It really does help with the YouTube algorithms so that people can find me, subscribe. All of that helps in the long run. And thank you so much to everybody that has been subscribing to my channel. My goal is to get to 1,000, almost at 700 now. So that will be cool when we're there. So don't forget, thumbs up, and do subscribe if you're watching this for the first time, and if it's something that you'd like to see, yeah, see me every week. So that's us, hey love. That's us. We'll see you next week. I have, once again, have no idea what I'll be bringing to you, but
It'll be good.
It'll be good. It'll be something fun, and it'll involve paper. So thank you so much for crafting with me, everyone. We will catch you next week. Remember, until we meet again, to stamp, to eat, to sleep, and repeat. Bye.